Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our weekly wellness sessions. We are going live for the first time ever on Instagram and not Facebook, so welcome, welcome. As usual, we're going to give people some time to come in as we get warmed up. I will say, doing things for the first time is funny, right? I think things inevitably go wrong because there's things that you didn't know that you needed to learn, and each time something goes wrong, it's your chance to learn them. And so this morning there was a series of things that happened to inform me and educate me and level me up about how to go live on Instagram. Some of them started trickling in last night as I looked. You may notice there's a new background behind me. That is because even though Instagram can do like a billion amazing things with your videos, it can't unmirror your background. So instead of standing in front of a big distracting backward sign, we're changing it up a little bit. I've also got the earbuds in today. Let me know if you can hear me, if the sound is good. But I see people coming in, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna take a step back so you can see more of me, and let's do our warm up, okay? So everybody stand. Oh, wait, let's see. Good morning. I want to say good morning to Sarah. I hope you're healing well. Sarah had a procedure done yesterday, and I think she did great. Everyone send her well wishes and lots of love, okay? Okay, so why don't we do some squeezing and releasing, right? So stand with your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. We're gonna inhale, bring our arms up over our head, and exhale and squeeze all the tension out of every muscle in your body. And let it out. Good. All right. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale and squeeze. Wonderful. All right. We're going to do it 2 more times, but this time we're going to go out to the side. Okay. So inhale. Exhale and squeeze. Good. Last time. Ready? Inhale up. Feet together, exhale and squeeze. Awesome. All right, so now that we've wrung out all of that stuck, stagnant energy, we gotta brush it off so it doesn't cling to the surface of us. So let's brush. Get every part of you, okay? Back, front, butt, legs, arms, head, face, neck. Flick it off your fingers. Good. All right, and for those of you that had a particularly sticky, stressful week, let's do a little bit of bouncing just to get out any last little clingy remnants of stress. So we haven't done this in a while. This is an awesome exercise. Just about every culture in the world has a version of this, but basically what you're gonna do is just let your body go limp and you're gonna shake, okay? So with the gentle bend in your knees, this is where the bounce is gonna come from. And if you can't stand up, if you're sitting, then what you can do is, let's see, you can sit with your legs out in front of you and your heels sort of close together, and then you tap your toes like this. And that move comes from the hip, and it has a similar effect to the bouncing that we're gonna do, okay? So, ready? So, knees bent, arms limp, head either limp or in alignment over your spine, and let's just bounce a little bit. And you can close your eyes if you want and really get into it. This is different a little bit than the bouncing that we do for lymphatic drainage and flow. This is really just to get the stress out. All right. Good. Okay. All right. So let's do some talking and then we'll do some more moving, all right? I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you can see me better, and let's lay it down like this. So the topic for today was, if you don't know, ask. Why did I want to talk about this? Well, it's been coming up for me a lot lately, and it's actually been coming up for a lot of my patients, and so I'm assuming it's coming up for a lot of you as well. And the thing that I think that we do, well, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, right? For all of us, whether it's job uncertainty, housing uncertainty, future uncertainty, health uncertainty, there's a lot going on, and not many of us can see more than a foot or so in front of us, right? And so as life presents us with choices and decisions, we have to choose which path we're going to go down, right? And we may not know what is the right one, or life is going to throw up an obstacle and we may not be able to immediately know the skillful action, right? The solution. And our tendency in this society and today's culture is to just think about it really hard. And sometimes it's not even thinking, it's ruminating, right? I'm just worrying. I'm running over and over and over in my mind all the possible ways in which this could not go well. And that doesn't usually lead to a very skillful solution. And so we've talked about uncertainty before. If you weren't with us that week, go back and look. The video is up on my Facebook page. It's also up on my YouTube channel, Dr. Jenny Cohen. And we talked about not just relying on the conscious mind as your source of information. And we talked then about tapping into the wisdom of the body, the heart center and the power center, because it has an ability to process a lot more information. It's much more firmly rooted in the present rather than a hypothetical future. And so we can get a lot of clarity and a lot of wisdom from dropping the active mind and descending down, tapping into our lower areas of wisdom and consciousness. But sometimes that doesn't work either, right? I've had that experience. I don't know what to do. Okay, I know to check in. I know to get all the stress out. I know to move my energy. I know to meditate. And sometimes the answers are still not coming in a timely fashion when I need them to. And so what else can you do when tapping in doesn't work? Well, this is where asking really comes into play. And who do I mean to ask? Well, if you know somebody that's an expert in the area that you're dealing with and you have access to them, ask them. It could be a very literal human person. I had a patient, for example, she was a younger patient, and she came to see me about a week or two ago, and she was having pain in her back. And she had strained a muscle, and so I talked to her about it and told her what to do. And at the end, she almost broke down and started crying. And I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I've been so worried about this. I've been at home sitting on this for weeks. I looked it up online. I thought there was a problem with my kidney. I didn't want to deal with it because I just knew it was going to be bad. And it's such a relief to hear that it's just a pulled muscle." And if she hadn't come in and she hadn't asked, she would have continued to suffer. She would have continued to be tortured at home by her fears of a reality that does not exist, right? And I think we've all done that, where we think things are a certain way and then come to find out, either through asking or through life smacking us upside the head, that they're not actually that way. So you can ask a person if you have access to them, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes, nobody that you know has the wisdom or the information that you need. And so then who do we ask? Well, this is where we just ask. We ask the divine, we ask source, God, spirit, the universe, our higher selves. This is where we just throw the question out into the ether and allow information to come back. And why is this helpful, right? Does this not sound a lot like prayer? Am I advocating prayer? Well, I don't think prayer is a bad thing, actually. I think prayer and meditation are very similar. But what I'm advocating is that when we're thinking, and we've already said, I don't know what to do, right? We've admitted that the knowledge is not within us in a place that we have access to. And yet the thinking is taking up all the extra space in our body mind. It does not leave room, right, for wisdom from without to come in. It doesn't leave room for wisdom from without to enter. And so by asking, we create space, right? We create that little bit of room in our brains to say, I don't know, but maybe you know. I don't know, maybe something out there knows, right? I don't know, but maybe a higher part of me knows. And then when that room is created, all of a sudden there's space for wisdom that is greater than you, right? For a solution that is more elegant than what your conscious mind can produce to come in. And so, like so many other things that we've talked about over the weeks, the key one is to create space. Create space for something that's not already inside you to come in, right? For something positive, something wise, something very high vibration to come in. And then the second thing is to set the intention. And you set the intention by asking the question. And there's something so liberating about asking. because we're admitting we don't know. We're admitting that's okay. We're admitting that maybe the help can come from somewhere else. I'll say my dear friend and mentor and boss, Dr. Chrisette Dharma. She's wonderful for so many things, but one of the things I admire her most about is that she asks all of the time. If she doesn't know something, she's the first to admit it, and she asks for the information. And because of that, she can move so fast. She can make decisions so quickly. She gains so much knowledge in such a short period of time because she's not saying, oh, I'm ashamed to admit that I don't know. It's all on me to be able to come up with this information. Maybe I'll figure it out later. Maybe I won't figure it out and I'll just pretend that I know and nobody will notice. No, she just asks. And I don't think anyone thinks any less of her for it. I think a great deal more of her for it. So for those of you who admittedly, like me, may have had some embarrassment or shame or felt like it was weak to ask, I'm going to invite you to just let that go and let's become an asking culture, okay? Okay, so enough preaching. We're going to do our movement for this week, and this movement is going to be focused around creating some more space to let wisdom come in. So if you have a question that you've been wrestling with, if you have a situation that you need to find a solution for, feel free to go ahead and ask it at the beginning. Let's set the intention for the moment. And then over the course of the week, if an answer comes to you, I'd love to hear about it. You can post it in the comments, you can message me. You know, we all met each other over on Facebook. You can go there and leave a comment in the group. However you want to get in touch with me, I would love to hear about your experience, okay? All right, I'm gonna step back, let's go. Okay, so what do you think we're gonna do? A little bit of Qigong? I think so. Let's stand in Wuji with our feet together. Everybody up, everybody up. And we're gonna shift all the weight into one leg. We're gonna step out slightly wider than shoulder width distance apart. Feet turn slightly outward, knees bent gently in the same direction outward as the feet. Okay? And we're gonna start by dropping down and bringing our hands up the midline as we inhale to move the chi up the center channel. And we're going to exhale down. Moving it up. And down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling up. And down. Slow flowing movements. Up and down. Good. Now we're going to bring our feet slightly wider than shoulder width distance apart. Well, slightly wider than that actually. We're getting into our horse stance. And so did you guys see how I did that? I know you're not usually able to see my feet in these videos because I'm usually in landscape mode. But so I have learned or been taught to go out with the heels, out with the toes, out with the heels, out with the toes until I get to the width that I want. You only go to the width that is comfortable for you, okay? And then trust that over the weeks that's gonna get wider and your bends are gonna get deeper. So this next exercise is to balance our fire element, which is associated with our heart chi. This is gonna help settle our spirits and open us up for more to come in. And so from horse stance, we're going to take a breath in as we bring our arms up the midline with the pinky sides of the hands and the arms touching. You're gonna come all the way up overhead, and then you're gonna move your elbows and shoulders out until you're in this sort of arch or heart formation. You're gonna exhale down. And you're gonna inhale and let your arms float up. And then exhale down. Did you get that? Let's do it again, okay? So we're gonna scoot down. Inhale, bringing the pinky sides of the hands and the arms up. Turning the shoulders out, arms come into arches, and we exhale down. Good, turn out, arms float up. And now let's go back down. Inhaling up. Exhaling out and down. Inhaling, floating up. Exhale down. This is a slight variation on a move from a 5 elements routine by Mimi Kuoddimer. She's amazing. You can check her out on YouTube. She has a lot of Qigong videos and she's fantastic. Really good at explaining the TCM, the Chinese medicine theory behind each move. Let's do this a couple more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And let's bring the feet back together. Hands in front of the lower dantian. Good. Now that we've got our fire chi, our heart chi more in balance, we're going to do a bone marrow wash to get out any just stressors, false beliefs, fears, false thoughts, any impurities, if you will, and create space for light to come in. Okay? So this is going to start with the back of one hand behind your back, and then your palm of the other hand is going to come up over your head facing the heavens, and you're going to turn the palm down to face the top of the head. You're going to gently move it in a circle over the top of your head. I want you to visualize a shower stream of the purest, clearest water coming out from the palm of your hand, bathing the skull, bathing the hair, the face, the neck and the upper shoulders. And as you feel ready, we're going to move the hand down the front of the body, palm facing the body. Slowly down with that shower head of clear, pure water shooting out from the palm of your hand, washing away anything stagnant, anything stuck or non-productive, anything toxic. And then you can bring your hand out to the side with the palm facing the ground. And now any debris that shower head picked up, any dirty water, we're just going to let it flow out of that palm of our hands and into the earth. We're going to let it flow until the water runs clean. And for those of you that have been with me every week, you've heard this before, but for any of you that are new, don't ever worry about taking stuck or stagnant energy out of your body and releasing it into the earth or the sky or the air around you. As soon as it exits your body, it just converts back into neutral energy. Good. If you find that the waterfall is still running dirty, you can bounce a little bit to help encourage the last bits of dirty water to come out. And once that water is running clean, we're going to switch the hands. So back of this palm comes to the lower back. This palm comes up overhead with the palm facing the sky. Exhale, palm turns down over the skull. And then you move in a gentle circle over your head. Again, visualizing a shower head on the palm of your hand, or an opening that the clearest, purest water can flow out of, down over your head. When you're ready, we're going to move the palm down in front of the body, the same clear, pure water shooting out, washing away any impurities, any toxins, any stuck or stagnant energy. When you get to the bottom, you're going to bring the arm out to the side, palm facing the earth, and allow any of the water that's become dirtied or contaminated as it's washed you coming down, flow out the palm of your hands and into the earth. Good. We're going to let this go until the water comes out clean and pure from the palm again. And if it seems like it's not all coming, you can bounce a little bit to encourage it. And just let it flow. If you're just joining us, we're doing a bone marrow wash to cleanse out anything that is blocking the free flow of our energies and creating space for wisdom to enter. Good. When you're ready, we're going to switch again. So palm to the back, hand overhead, palm up, exhaling, palm down. Move in a gentle circle. Still power washing, so now we're going back on a second pass and cleaning up anything we missed before. And this time when you exhale and start to come down, your hand's going to move back and forth in a gentle zigzag down the front of your body. And allow yourself to feel the cleaning as it's happening. Feel your energy brightening. You're becoming polished and shiny. Anything that has gotten stuck over the week, anything non-productive that has entered you is being washed away. Good. You can send it down the opposite leg, back up. Down the leg on the same side as the hand you're using. Bringing hand up, palm facing the ground, clear water rushing out. Clear, we're going to switch hands again. So palm to the back, palm facing the sky. Exhale, turn the palm to face the head, moving in a gentle circle, cleansing the head, the hair, the skull, the brain, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, and the neck, and the upper shoulders. And when you're ready, we're going to come down, doing our second pass with this hand in a gentle zigzag motion, back and forth. I've seen many versions of a bone marrow cleanse. I've done a few of them. Qigong bone marrow wash, I mean. This particular one is from Sensei Tristan Trescott with Satori Method. Check them out, they're awesome. Down the leg, back up. In addition to creating space, this routine is also amazing for helping to strengthen and boost in the immune system, flush out toxins and pathogens. So any of you that are dealing with concerns about your health or need some help with healing, this is a good one for you. And let the dirty water pour out of you until it's completely emptied. Good. Okay. Once the water is running clear from this palm, we're going to do another pass with each hand, but this time instead of washing clean, we're going to fill ourselves with bright, golden, high vibrational light. So, back of the palm to the small of the back, other palm comes up, exhale, turn the palm towards the head, and out of the Lao Gong point in the center of your palm, let golden, rich, warm, yummy light just pour in, saturating the skull, saturating the bone marrow. And now we're going to come down in our gentle pass. And those of you that have been with me over the weeks have heard me talk about the dantians, which are energy centers. In Chinese medicine, we have 3 of them. They are the Chinese medicine correlate to the 7 chakras of Ayurvedic medicine. And when you do Qigong, when you do energy work, you learn about storing and building energy in the Dantians, particularly the lower Dantian. But the bone marrow is another amazing reservoir that you can store energy in. It's like having another bank account where you can save and build. And so it's awesome to utilize both resources. Again, filling all the bones and the bone marrow with that yummy, golden, delicious light as you go. Good. And when you're done, we're going to switch hands. Palm down and circle. And if you encounter any part of your body on the way that feels like it needs a little more attention, pause over it. You can stay there as long as you need. This is part of the skill we're developing of listening to our bodies and honoring what they're telling us. I'm going to start my pass now. Coming down. Good. You can go as slow as you need. Really allow your consciousness to drop in to the part of the body that your hand is working on. And allow yourself to experience the feeling as it fills up with that golden high vibe energy. Opposite leg, letting thigh bone, the tibia and the fibula, the ankle bones, the foot bones, and the toes all fill up. And up. Same thing on the leg, the same side as your hand. Golden light, saturating the femur, tibia, fibula, ankle bones. Bones of the feet and the toes. Good. Now we're going to bring both hands facing each other in front of our lower dantian. So my hands are about almost a foot in front of my lower belly, my lower abdomen. And we're going to pack the chi. And so first, just allow yourself to feel any sensation, either in the palm of your hands or in your lower dantian and your lower abdomen, where you may feel a force interacting between the two. And what we're going to do when we pack the chi is we're going to use our breath as a pump to let our hands expand to the full extent of the chi that we've gathered. And then as we breathe out and our stomach sucks in, it's going to pull the hands towards us. And it's going to go in and out a few times until the hands come all the way to rest on your lower belly, okay? If you don't feel the chi, that's okay. Fake it till you make it, but keep doing this and you will. So here we go. We're going to breathe in and out. Good. Breathing all the way into your belly so your belly puffs out, and using the belly to pump the breath back out again. And do as many repetitions as you need until your hands come to rest on your lower belly. And then move it around. Good. Just give yourself a nice belly rub. So I'm moving from my lower right belly to my upper right to the upper left to the lower left. And this is the direction that your colon flows in. And now for a little added clarity, let's clap and rub your hands together. And building the chi in the loud bone points. And now we're going to feed it into your eyes. So hands a few inches in front of your eyes, Eyes could be open or closed, glasses can be on or off. It does not matter. The energy knows where it's supposed to go. Feed that yummy chi into your eyes for clarity, for vision. Wonderful. And when you're ready, let your hands slowly flow down. We're going to close out our practice by bringing all of our weight into one leg. As we inhale, feet come together, arms go up, and we exhale, bringing our arms back down the midline. As they get to the level of the lower ribs, allow them to float apart to the sides. Inhale up again, and we do this 3 times, one for each dantian or energy center. And the goal is not so much to move or do the movements, but to set the intention, use the breath, tap in, and let the energy move you. Good. And then come back to Uji. All right. Bowing in respect. That is our wellness practice for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you found at least one thing helpful. If you have any comments, if anything was off with the tech, with the sound, with the picture, please send me a message and let me know. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you always get notified when I go live. You could also, like I said, find this on Facebook at the usual page. If you follow me there, you will also get notifications when I go live. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful, fabulous week. And until next time, be well. Bye.